Weather impact coverage continues with the impact of Hurricane Milton. All night long, Milton moved across Florida after it made landfall only about 10 hours ago. Now, the storm, it brought some heavy rain, damaging winds, and major flooding all across the state.
Man, that video is just incredible. Annie's in our Hurricane Center. She's been following this all morning as new video comes in, and we still have about another hour before the sun comes up there, allowing people to really see the damage.
Yeah, so much destruction left behind by Milton. At this hour, we know at least 3 million people are without power this morning. And as we know from Helene, there's no telling how long it'll take crews to get the lights back on. And this is video out of Tampa of a transformer exploding right there, sending the area into total darkness. A similar situation in Punta Gorda, a bright blue light right there as a transformer explodes, then darkness. As the storm continues to move out of some areas, flooding remains a big issue. This is Fort Myers, where the roads look like rivers at this point. And then there's this. I want to show you this because this is some of the most talked about damage on social media this morning. This is the roof of Tropicana Field, which is of course the home to the Tampa Bay Rays, completely ripped off. And I've been communicating with our sister station in Tampa Bay for the past few hours, and they tell me that just hours before, the stadium had been hosting thousands of linemen and National Guard members as they prepared to respond to the damage. They were inside. Here's Luke Cleary outside of the Trop.
I'm standing here in front of the Tropicana Field. This is where the Tampa Bay Rays play, and as you can see, the Trop is now almost entirely without a roof. That polymer compound mostly ripping off and now looking like canvas. I can only see maybe 1 or 2 sections there that are still intact. But with every wind gust, you can hear it whipping and cracking, and you can see pieces of it flying off and into the wind. There were a number of crews stationed here earlier in the week, the National Guard and linemen preparing to help out in the aftermath here. We understand local officials have told us that they moved out of here before this damage took hold and that nobody was hurt. But for the people across the Tampa Bay area who grew up going to games here, this must be a very difficult thing to see. And as the storm moves out of this area and gradually people are able to come out of their safe spaces and out into the light with the light of day, more and more of the damage that Hurricane Milton has wrought across our area will become more apparent. Reporting in St. Pete, Luke Clary, 10 Tampa Bay.
I mean, just incredible how the roof was just ripped off that stadium. All right. As we continue to get more images out of Florida this morning, help from our area is on the way. We heard from Montgomery County Fire and Rescue just 3 hours ago, who said that those from Maryland Task Force 1, they're in a staging area in Georgia right now, waiting for their assignments to help out in Florida. Elsewhere in Montgomery County, Jacqueline Quinn is live in Gaithersburg, where members of the American Red Cross left for Florida in just the last hour. And Jackie, they told you that there are things that we can do here at home to help as well.
Yeah, so the fastest thing is a quick financial gift, but the other thing they need, and a lot of it, is blood right now. So blood donations, because a lot of those operations for collecting had to be shut down as people were bracing for Hurricane Milton. So that's something that locally you can look into, a place that, you know, you can donate locally or close to you, I should say. So the other thing right now, though, is that, yes, they did have these 2 large trucks that kind of look like RVs roll out of here just about 45 minutes ago. One of them is the Roland Nolan. The other, they call it the Red Wolf. Very big, so that they can do multiple things. Including setting up an office space for workers or a place for some of them to take a break or even to talk to families about what they need. The other one for communications, organizing the response really down there. And, you know, both these trucks have never been actually called into action to be deployed to an area that's outside of Maryland. They tell me that this is a first. So I talked with Richard Klein as he prepared to leave this morning.
It's good to fill out the mission, to be able to support people, and primarily what our vehicles are going to be doing is supporting other Red Crossers. At the same time, we'll be supporting the clients because we touch a few people and they touch many. So it feels good to be able to go out and help folks.
Now, so far, the comms team tells me that they've got about 80 people from the DMV area joining hundreds of other people. And again, they do have that call out for blood donations as well as volunteers and gifts. For now, in Gaithersburg, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Jackie, thank you very much. Fascinating look inside of how they get down there and help other people.
Absolutely. I was just telling you about how during Hurricane Katrina, when I was up there before some of the emergency crews went down, how they had the trailers, the self-sustainable trailers with computers and all their equipment in it. They would take it down so they could just set up office and help out without being a hindrance to the people who are trying to recover.
Draining the resources down there. All right, well, as this storm continues to move through, you can count on our weather impact team for the latest information. Right now, we've got some great things streaming right now to give you more insight into this storm on the free WUSA 9 Plus app.
You'll find live video tracking Milton, extended weather updates, live streaming coverage from our partner station in Tampa as well.